Hi there, beautiful thrivers. Welcome back to another video with Thriving in Chaos. It's Wednesday, and for me, that means WTF Wednesday, weekly tracking of finances. So thank you guys for being here. Click that subscribe button, like the video, and let's go. Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing good. I say that every time. I wonder if some of you kind of say it with me. I don't know, it becomes a thing, I think. Today, WTF Wednesday, we have some expenses, not a lot. I did put us on a no swiping thing. Yeah, so we didn't swipe for the rest of December and just after January started. So we don't have to worry about any like 2023 purchases we've got to reconcile. We made sure we got all that handled. But before we get started with it, let me water my plant first. I know you guys thought it was the prompted card. This is the succulent food. Yes, it's supposed to use the last Wednesday of the month. I'm doing it the first Wednesday of the month. I don't even know if this is the first Wednesday, but it's here. So it's just like succulent food for them, and it likes it. It doesn't take much, and she's still alive. Look at her. She's so pretty. So yes, we're doing good. I'm becoming a green thumb right before your eyes. But if you're new to my videos, this is a prompted card. It's basically a conversation starter. So I'll ask and answer the question on this card in this video, and you guys can put your answers in the comments below. It's just a little something to help us get to know each other better. So today's prompted card is, how would your life be different if social media didn't exist? Well, considering I think of YouTube as a sort of a social media, gosh, I would just be reading books all the time and watching movies with my husband. My gosh, I almost wish for that kind of world. I know that sounds bad, but I grew up in an age prior to social media, prior to internet. Like, internet became a thing when I was an older teenager. So, yeah, I went my whole life without social media. My social media was neighborhood friends, and you had to be face to face. Nobody felt awkward. We didn't feel weird, shy. You had to get over that if you wanted to have friends and if you wanted to play in the neighborhood. So, this is a different life. My generation has definitely created a very different aspect of life. Not all of it good, especially for our youth, but I think life would be incredibly different, good and bad, because I think social media has created a platform to make you aware of things that are happening in your government, happening in the world that you might not know about. So awareness is always really good, but also the influence it carries over especially our youth is quite scary. Yeah. I don't think that we ever thought social media would one day be raising children. I don't think that was our thought when we created it. Anyway, how would your life be different if social media didn't exist? I can tell you right now, I would be reading lots of books. Lots and lots. Let me know in the comments below. All right, it is WTF Wednesday time. Unfortunately, guys, we are going to actually dip into my account buffer. I don't like saying that. I don't like doing that, but it is happening in this video, and we don't do it very often, thankfully. But when it needs to happen, it happens, and it's always bittersweet to see money go. But we do have enough of account buffer that it doesn't extremely limit us from being able to make purchases, but I really didn't want to, but I have to. Okay, if this is the first time ever watching one of my WTF Wednesday videos, well, thank you for clicking on it. I'm sure you're wondering what in the heck WTF is this? It's just weekly tracking of finances. My channel is primarily about the cash envelope system, and part of that is trying to make the system work with digital spending and just being able to track these things, repay accounts, make sure that we're doing it right. Without this tracking, I can tell you, it feels like chaos. And we want to thrive in chaos. So part of that is tracking your expenses as often as you need to. For me, I do it once a week. If we didn't have a nice account buffer, then I would be doing it 3 times a week probably, if not daily. But I've built up enough of account buffer that I feel I can do this. So basically my bank account has an account buffer. It's money that doesn't belong anywhere. It's basically petty cash. We can buy these things online throughout the week, and then at the end of the week, or in my case on Wednesdays, I go through and see what we spent through that bank account, and then we pull the cash that we saved in those envelopes and put it back in. Because not everything can be bought with just cash, especially when you're buying online. So it's always good for me to have that availability there. However, we do get ourselves in a lot of trouble with just swiping and not accounting. So that is why we account every single week. We also will be tracking my credit card spending. We do have a credit card. My hubby uses it only for gas. So I have to track that so that we can pay it back at the end of every single month. This helps build our credit. It also comes with a cash back benefits program so that I can earn cash back that way, which is awesome. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing with that bank spending and credit card spending. On top of all that, we're going to track our cash, like what we actually spent in cash, so that we can get a general overview of what we've spent in a week. I think it's very important, especially if you don't have an account buffer and you want to build for one, to understand how much on average you spend in a week. So that includes everything. So bank, credit card, cash, whatever you're using to make your purchases, track it for a week. Do it a couple of weeks. Do it for a month. Just track it. Not necessarily having to do it this way, but just write them down. Find out how much in a single week you end up spending on average. You can compare them, get the average. But once you've had that, then you know how much your account buffer needs to be. And you want to build, maybe put an envelope in there and just build that until you get an account buffer that reaches that quota. And once you have that, then you can put that in your bank account and use it like petty cash, and then replace that money each week as you spend it. It's really that simple. With that being said, now that I've explained it and I've spent about 5 minutes talking about it, let's get started. Let's get into this. On the first, we didn't buy anything. We didn't go anywhere. Recovery mode, right? And then on the second, I didn't expect this purchase, so it's actually going to be coming from my savings. I'm going to use black for bank spending. But yes, we're going to dip into savings. I don't really know where else to pull it from, because I totally forgot. My bad that I had accidentally forgotten about an Instacart. That I did the Instacart where you get like 2 free weeks or something, and I did it so I could save money on a particular grocery purchase, and totally forgot. And after the 2 weeks, they had charged me $99. So I was like, well, I've just bought it for a year, so I might as well use it, and I have. And then I totally forgot about it again. So that came out for $99 even. Wasn't planning it, wasn't expecting it, so I'm going to have to pull it from somewhere that has that kind of money I can pull from. And savings just happens to be one of those categories. That will actually do it for this week, which is why we're skipping this, and we're going to just put that over there and put all the statistics on this page. So on Wednesday, I did make an Amazon purchase. This will be coming from home. And it is $22 rounded up. Original cost was $21.59. So that's 41 cents that we get to put in our Save the Change. And as always, the dogs just wanted to say hi. Never fails. I'm trying to be patient. You guys have been leaving me comments saying, hey, this is their house. They like to bark. It's not very loud apparently, even though it's very loud to me. So there you go. I did not edit that out. Okay. Let's move on. That was Amazon. I cannot remember for the life of me what that was. Oh, never mind. I do. We had to buy some gloves, like food safe gloves. So that's what that is for. And then on the 4th, home reno, I bought something for the house. It's a heater, and I'm so excited about it. But it was way more than 40, just so you know, because I use my Christmas gift cards. So I definitely saved a lot of money by my Christmas gifts that I had gotten from family. And yeah, so 90 cents. It was originally $39.10. So 90 cents goes to our Save the Change challenge. Also on this day, I had to get gas. I didn't have any more cash in my wallet. Had to. So I did just get 30, no Save the Change, and we're just going to pull this from the gas envelope. On the, also the 4th, wow. All right, this is actually coming from Health Savings. My precious daughter, I swear, we just have the worst luck. I don't know. But she got poison ivy on her face, guys. Yeah, on her face. So I had to do some running her around to dermatologists to get prescriptions. So that is actually a prescription for her. Poor thing. But she's looking a lot better. She's been on the steroids and the cream that they gave her since then. So it's looking better. And then this purchase is what is going to put us over. Because if you caught what I said in, I think, my last video, yeah, I think it's either the last video or the one on Monday. One of those videos, I said I just dropped a lot of money for groceries. And I did. And I was shocked. I'm not entirely sure how, because what? Like, I was dumbfounded. And of course, this is way more than I had planned. So, yeah, $1,003. Well, it's $1,002. I've never dropped that kind of money on groceries before, and we didn't even go massively overboard. So, I felt that. I felt it so hard. I was like, what? Where? What? How? Okay. I got home, I checked over the receipt and everything, and I was just like, I think I even have it here. I think. Hold on. And we even went to Ingles, which is substantially cheaper than Publix. And yet, I'm just going to try and like hide it, because I haven't scanned it into Fetch Rewards yet, and I know some people will take advantage of that. But look. I was like, wait. I got home, I looked it over, made sure that it seemed legit or, whatever. I don't know, guys. I have no idea. But that hurt. And we don't have that kind of money for groceries. I had already planned out this video or yesterday's video for cash stuffing, and I had only put $550 in, not thinking that it was ever going to be that much. So, yikes. I don't know. I'm going to have to change something. I'm going to have to find an Aldi, maybe try Walmart. I really don't want to drive 30 minutes to a place. I don't know. I really don't know. If you guys have suggestions on how to deal with the inflation of things, let me know. Also, on the 8th, I did go and get my pets. So this will be coming from my pets plus home, because it was two different things. I went to the dollar store, and we spent a total of $110. So it's $109.20, so that means 80 cents. So I'll save the change. Okay, so pets plus home, I'll just take from both, and we'll get to that amount. So that does it with bank spending, thank God. So I don't have to keep pulling more money. Going back over here, we did have some gas purchases. I will put it here. On this one, it's actually this day, I think. But we're going to put it in January because that's what we're doing. This is gas, and my hubby spent $45.01, which gives us 99 cents for our Save the Change. And then moving back over here on the 3rd, he got gas, and that was for 20 even. On the 5th, he got gas, and that was for 33 even. And on the 7th, he got gas, and it was for 36, original cost $35.04. So 96 cents there. And that'll do it. So there you have it. There's all of our purchases for the past week and 2 days. All right, so first up, I want to explain what we're going to do with this grocery. I know for a fact I only have $570. Do I want to take from cost of living? I probably should. And I think there's like just over 300 there, but I don't want to completely deplete it. So I think what I'm going to do is take 200 of what's in there plus the 570, which is what we have. 570 plus the 200. That's going to be 770 I can put towards this, right? So I'm going to put that right here. So that means 1,003, that $233 is going to be coming from our account buffer. Sadly, which is basically what we saved, almost what we saved just by rounding up. So it's there. It's not what I intended to do, but it's there, and whatever. We're not going to commiserate on that too long. We just want to keep moving on. Now, let's go ahead and check out what we spent for credit spending. That's our gas. So everything in purple. We have 46. We have 20, 33, 36. So a total of 135 in credit spending. Okay. Cash we'll check a little bit later, but we can go ahead and do bank spending. So what we spent with our debit card. We'll do 770. So a total of 1,078 plus this. So these two make the total, if you will. I can show that. So 1,311. Okay. Cash, like I said, we'll check in a minute, but we can do our Save the Change, which is 99 cents there. So we have saved $5.14, our very first Save the Change week. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so once I get the cash, then we can find out our totals and what we spent. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these little squares from Casey. This is part of the Thriving in Chaos WTF set that she has. If you guys are ever wondering how I'm achieving these looks, this basically is just a Take Note classic lined notebook from Erin Condren, and I use Casey Lee's stickers. And now that she has made my own set, she has a whole set, Thriving in Chaos, and on her thing. So if you go on Etsy, go to Casey Lee Design, you can look up M-016. That is the whole WTF Wednesdays kit, if you want to check them out, and it gives you everything you need to achieve what you see here. Alright, so I'll just go ahead and put these little checkboxes on here so that I have checkboxes. And I'll set everything up, and then we'll get started unstuffing some envelopes. Alright, as much as I don't want to, I really don't. I don't like going into a 2-week period without anything in groceries, but we spent it all, so we have to take what we can take. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 455, 520, 40, 60, and 570 there. And then we are going to take 200 from cost of living, which we have 330 in there. So I'm going to take these two, and that'll leave 130 in there for backup plan on gas or even groceries over the next week and a half. So in total for groceries, we want 770. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, these are good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, 40, 60, 70. So $770 there. All right, that means we took care of the groceries. All right. Also in here we have my pets. We also have gas. We could do the gas. Let's go ahead and do that. 135 is what that is total. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40. I don't know. Did we have a 5? No. Maybe I'll come back when I have some 5s, if I have 5s. I'm sure you hear the puppies barking. Okay, let's come back to the pets and home thing. Or not pets and home, but the gas thing. And let's start with pets and home. I don't want to completely empty this, but I'm going to take the 20, 25, and 30. I'm going to keep the 50, which is about how much my dog food order is. So I'll keep that there. So that gives us $30 there, and we need 80. So home, let's do one of these hundreds and we'll pull a 20. Actually, pull this 20. All right, so 110. And now we have some 5s. But that leaves in home 100, 20, 30, 135, and 140. Which is nice. It's nice to be able to take that much and it, still have money in there. So going back to gas now. It was 135. We can do 140, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40. And then we'll take one of these 5s. Alright, so now left in gas, we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 220, 230, 240, and 245. Sometimes I think my brain stops for a second. And so I stop and I just wait. I wait for it to compute. Alright, so that took care of all the gas, which is awesome. All the gas except for this 30. So I will probably have to go back in there and get that. But you don't see me checking it off because it's on there, but we checked it off. So now let's take care of the 30 that we had there. 20, 30. And that takes care of that gas. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 15. So 215. That's still not bad. Okay. That takes care of that. Let's see what else we've got in here. We do have the pets in the home, which we did, right? We did that. I just didn't check it off. Alright, self-care we're not doing. Gifts, clothes, family fun, date night. Gaming, school supplies, electronics, no. None of these things. Okay, so we're done with this binder. And we did spend, obviously, a little bit in there. So I'm going to take the tracker out. That's our cash, by the way. That's our cash spending. I don't think we spent anything in here. Nah, we didn't. But, nope, not even there. Okay, we're good. Okay, life maintenance for sure. Did we get everything over here? No, we have savings in there. Okay, health savings, we're taking 7. And I don't have that kind of change. I don't even know if we don't have any 1s either. No. So what I'm going to do is just take this 10 and we're going to owe 3. And I'll just figure out where to get that at the end. Mental health. I didn't write mental health. Where is that? Why didn't I write that? That's crazy. Okay, I didn't even notice that I didn't write it. So we did have our first therapy appointment. So this will be coming from mental health. If you don't know, if you're new, I do have my teenagers in therapy, in counseling, and whatever you want to call it. They do see a licensed therapist, and they talk about their lives. It's every week for me, and the cost, it is every other week for them because I have 2 teenagers. And so it's really helped them out. They've been doing it for over a year now, and I mean, I love the strides that they have made. It's awesome. Don't sleep on it. If you have teenagers, I just say do it. Even if they don't have any issues, nothing, do it. If you can afford it, do it. Okay, so mental health. Let's go ahead and grab out that appointment. That's 50, 60. Okay, I'm going to take you because you're gross. And 65. Okay. Glad to be back at it. We haven't had one at all this year yet. Now we have 50, 1, 52, 53, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 75, 85, 90. So 390 there. Which is awesome. Nothing in car maintenance. Nothing in home emergency, home renovations. We need 40. So I'm going to take this. So 40, 90. This is a better 50. Sorry. And 100. Okay. If you didn't follow me, $100. 40 is all we needed to pay, and so 60 is our change. I know I just talk to myself sometimes. All right, 50, 70, 80, 85, 90 now. And what do I know? Okay. Oh, we forgot this one. Home is up here. Totally forgot that one. I don't know why. Alright, so we needed an extra 22. And of course, I need change. So we're going to need $3 change there. Okay. So now we got 15, 10, 115 plus 3. So 118 once I get the change. Okay. So there's that. We just need these changes. I don't know why I checked that off. Savings. Let's do that one really quick. I haven't been checking, but I think we did spend here. Yep. Okay. As much as I don't like taking from savings, I really don't. It had to come from somewhere. It was unplanned. So $100 for that. It's actually $99. So I'm going to need a dollar change. Right here. So I need $3, $6, $7 and change. Don't know if we have that many 1s yet. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ew, I don't want to keep that one either. Any other 10s? That's better. Okay. Alright, so that is what's left here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exchanging already. The year is young. Oh my goodness. Okay, well now we have some change. And we owe 3 for home. We owe 3 for health savings. And we owe 1 in savings. Okay, so everything now is handled, taken care of. Okay. And these are the only ones that have been spent out of living expenses and life maintenance. So hubby wrote a little too large. I was trying to keep it here. Maybe if I do a line, he'll understand. Well, I kind of wrote a little large too. All right, so 45, 50, and 15 is 110. Okay, and this one is 245. So 110 plus 245. In total, we spent $355 in cash. Not bad. And then I'll just pop these back in to the binders that they are associated with. Alright, so I need to go ahead and take my thumbnail. I'm going to do that really quick before we proceed with the rest of this. So give me 1 sec and we'll get started on the next part. Okay, so we're done with this part. We're going to put $135 into our credit card, and then the rest of this, which should be $1,078 if I did this correctly. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1,100, 20, 35, 40, 11, 41, 42, and 43. Oh, I know what it is. Because we didn't write this and we calculated it already. It was 1143 minus 1078, 65. Alright, so this changes. Apologies if it shakes the camera. I know it is. Yep. Okay. 1143 so our total spent there is 1376. Wow, I'm not going to be able to read that. 1376. Alright, we'll leave that on the calculator so we don't forget. So we spent $13.76 from our bank account. We spent $135 in our credit card. We also spent $358. Is that an 8? No, $355 in our just cash. So in total for this past week and 2 days, we spent $1,866. All right, now we can put this money away. And like normal, like always, for my credit card, which I keep separate because this just adds up over the month. I don't go and deposit it right now because this is just adding up to be able to pay that bill at the end of the month so we can pay the credit card completely off. So actually, let me grab a sticky note. Alright, so this is January. week 1 we spent $135, so that's our beginning balance there. Alright, so now this just goes into this envelope. And it'll just build over the month till it's time to pay the credit card. Then back to the bank, there's already money in here from the kids buying things. So there's that. Okay, so I'm going to deposit this in the bank. Clearly, this is back to our account buffer, and then this stays until we're ready to pay off the credit card. So now let's go ahead and get to the next portion of this video, which is transferring these numbers for one, then going over what bills have come out so far in the month of January. So this is my main budget book. This is my WTF Wednesday. This is my main budget book. And for the main budget book, this is where I just transfer over these numbers so that I can have it all together. And I'm not like using 2 different books throughout the month, throughout the year, to keep all this in, on track, I guess. So for bank spending, we spent a total of $13.76. So that's our first running balance of the month. For credit spending, we spent $135. For cash spending, $355. So $135. Okay. And then for our save the change, our starting one is $5.14. So the balance will continue to go up so that I don't have to count, at the end of the month all these. So I just have, a running balance anyway. And then these are the next 3 weeks. As you see, I put week 1 and 2 together, so I did have this extra section, which is fine. We can put some information about it, at the end. But anyway, we're done with this part, so I can actually put this away for another week. And we'll pull this back out next Wednesday. Now we're going to move over to bills. Everything that has come out. As you see, I've filled out our new page. I want to do this in purple because I have a lot of purple. So, all right, let's get started with it. Verizon actually came out. Why do I not have it on here? Oh my goodness. Okay, so what happened was Verizon came out on the 2nd and I put it with last month. So we already put that money in the bank account, but I'm going to write it here unless it changes, because now that is in January. So don't know. They're going to have to figure it out. The truck did already come out as well, as you saw last month. I think it was $887. Let me look. Well, I don't even have the original cost there. $887.21. Okay. So these were technically what I would have called last month's, but they came out in January, the 2nd of January. So I'm going to put these here, but if they do come out again in January, then I'm going to have to change it, which I will. But anyway, so gas came out, it was $98.89. And it does get higher as the winter months come through, which means our electricity gets lower, so I can interchange the electricity and the gas. Since I do one, I always plan for one to be extremely high and the other to be low. So if it switches, it switches, it still gets paid. Netflix did come out. It was $22.99. Prime number 1, I think, came out. It was $16.19. It said Prime. It said the things. It's not $14.99, so I don't know. I'm going to wait. I'm going to find out. Mortgage came out. This will be the last time we pay. $1237.33, because after this, it is $1282 starting February. Spotify came out for $16.99. I think officially all of my bills have raised, every single one of them. Hulu, $99.98. Bank fee, $5. Bank fee didn't change, thankfully. Studio Paint and everything else beyond that has not come out yet. So that's where we're at, clearly. I'm not going to check off anything on the January because I haven't gotten my bills, stickers on here, but we did do our binder walkthrough. I hope you caught it. We did our full-time cash stuffing yesterday, and now we did WTF Wednesday. So I'm getting the whole weekend off, but then we're hitting the ground running with the Modus cash stuffing, another WTF, another full-time cash stuffing, YouTube, and WTF, and then we'll get another little break, and by we I mean me. But I will just be filming the prep with me during that time. So now you've seen the whole month of videos that I've planned so far. If you guys want to see other things, please just let me know. If I can make the time and make the content, I would be glad to do that for you. But you gotta let me know because I'm just kind of doing my own thing here. Alright, so that is it, guys. We are done. That means I won't see you again until next Monday. And I hope that you have a great weekend and you have a little fun or something to smile about this weekend. I'm going to miss you guys. I'll be watching and reading all of your comments. I might even actually sit down to respond to them. Hopefully I can. So I'll see you guys next Monday. Have a great one. I hope you enjoyed these 3 back-to-back videos, but I had to get this going and get it done quickly because my bank account was suffering. And if you're still watching and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would love to be your weekly inspiration for your own budgeting journey. And with that said, I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. And as always, until next time, bye.